I truly can't imagine how much easier life would be if I could just look at stuff visually and do this. But that's not the life I was given, so here we are. Man, life as a blind person is fun, isn't it? It is nearing the end of the year, can you believe it? I can't. And I feel like I love going into the new year fresh, organized, decluttered, and that is what we are doing today. I want to first say, I am filming this entirely on my own. If you just stumbled upon this channel, hi, I'm Molly, and I am basically completely blind. So, we've got a whole setup here. My boyfriend, who's a professional cinematographer, no, that's not why we're together. It was just a happy accident when we met. Helped me set this up. So you are being filmed on a smartphone on a tracking tripod. So as I move, theoretically, you should hopefully be moving with me, but I can't see to make sure. So if anything goes haywire, now you know why. And then you back here are on our professional Sony camera, and by our professional Sony camera, I mean my partner's professional Sony camera. And then some footage I might be getting with my Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I also have all the tools at my disposal. I have my iPhone and I have my Pixel. Now, I am not just filming this whole video on my own. I am also just organizing this all on my own. This is all of my makeup in front of me. I am a makeup lover, always have been, always will be. Not have I only been collecting makeup since I was 12 years old, but I also get PR, which is a blessing. But if I don't declutter, it's a curse because I cannot keep track of everything mentally. And that is how I've basically been doing it for the past couple of years. I have not reorganized, decluttered, Braille labeled my stuff in so many years, and really it's the only way I keep things straight and I'm able to independently do my makeup every single day. So what I'm gonna do today is use a combination of Braille labels and AI tools to completely reorganize and declutter all of my makeup. And this was inspired by me a few weeks ago. One Sunday, I whipped out the Be My Eyes app on my smartphone and was using the Be My AI feature on the Be My Eyes app. By the way, this isn't sponsored by anybody. It's sponsored by me and myself and I. There will be a great giveaway at the end of this because I'm decluttering my makeup, but I am also giving you a lot. Don't worry, I'm not giving you my used makeup. I am giving you a lot of the PR that I've received over the years and, well, not over the years, over the last 8 months that I have no use for. So stay tuned to the end of this video to find out how you can fill your makeup collection with a bunch more beauty products. Exciting. But yeah, a few weekends ago, I just got so sick and tired of feeling like I didn't know what was what, and the Sephora sale was coming up. And us beauty lovers, makeup never goes on sale. So my inclination was to want to buy a bunch of stuff. And then I was like, Molly, you have so much makeup sitting here and you don't know what half of it is because you can't even see. You can't even see what's in your collection and you've not organized it properly. So I used Be My AI, was taking pictures of every lipstick, every eyeshadow, every blush, every product, and figuring out what I had, what I wanted to get rid of. So I've been focusing on keeping products with cool undertones primarily because I learned through my color analysis video that I have cool undertones and that those colors complement me more. So I wanted to make sure I decluttered a lot of the warm undertones because I don't know if they pull orange on me. I can't look in the mirror and see myself. So I just want to get rid of it. So for example, things I decided to get rid of from that are this adorable teddy bear palette from Too Faced that is primarily warm tones. Things like this from Glossier, this eyeshadow trio, which is very beloved. This is a product I reach for all the time. So it's been an adjustment not having her in the collection for a few weeks. This blush from Benefit, which pulls primarily like a peachy coral. And I got rid of all of these lip products. This is literally a full booklet of warm toned lip products that do not flatter me. Trust and believe none of this will be going to waste. My mom, who, shares my same DNA, will be getting to go through all of this and pick what she wants out of it if it's not expired. And now I gotta organize everything that I have. I've done a lot of organizing, for example, what I did the other week with this lipstick holder, which was completely full, by the way, and now there's lots of empty space that I will try my best not to fill, is all of these front ones are cool undertones. And I think maybe daily colors. The second row is cool tones that are more like brights and like bold lips. The third row is my cool toned MAC lipsticks and these 3 cool toned tinted lip balms. The last 2 rows are the warm toned products that I'm choosing to keep for when I do want to wear something that is warm toned. What I would love to do with this to make it even easier for me on a daily basis is to basically go in a gradient, which I've not done yet. So like lightest, most wearable to deepest in each row. Or at the very minimum, categorize them in like, these ones are mauves, these ones are mauve, who knows? These ones are reds, these ones are pinks, that kind of thing. So it's even easier for me to keep track of everything. And then what we have down in this drawer, so much more organized than it was, but what I really need to do now is Braille labels. Because you can see, like, I have these 2 blush sticks that feel the exact same to me. So I want to put Braille labels on the top so that when I'm reaching, I can easily find the ones I'm looking for. Or like these ones, these liquid blushes, all 3 of these are the cool toned ones. I got rid of the one that had a warm undertone, but these 3 feel the same. So I want to put little Braille labels on them so I can make sure to find them very easily without having to use like AI in real time. AI for me as a blind person is extremely helpful. It literally becomes my eyes, and I love it for that. I also love Braille. It plays a really vital role in my day-to-day life because I don't want to feel like every single time I have to like pick up my phone, unlock it, open the app, navigate to the setting on the app that I want, take the picture, ask the question just to figure out the blush. For me, as a Braille reader, it is much quicker to just scan with my finger. Oh, M, it's mauve. Or B, it's the berry one. So much easier. I got more Braille tape for my Braille label maker in the mail, and that was really the one thing stopping me from like continuing this video. The Pixel Gemini is insane. It is so good. So basically on the iPhone, I have my Be My Eyes. On my Meta Ray-Bans, I obviously can film with them. I can also do a Be My Eyes phone call if I'm not using the Be My AI and stay hands-free. With the Pixel, I can use Gemini where I can have like a true back and forth conversation, and then I'll have my Braille labels. So we've really got all the devices at our disposal here. Man, life as a blind person is fun, isn't it? I have so much stuff. This did just come in from my Sephora haul. So this is a hydrating setting spray. My God, I thought I had enough coffee today. Evidently I did. So I'm almost out of this one and I don't want to repurchase it. So I got the Sephora brand one because Sephora brand was 30% off and I was like, it's real cheap. Why not give it a go? So put that away. I have so many lip products. It's disturbing. I think what I want to do first is start looking through this. This is my dedicated travel makeup bag. I travel a lot for her. Oh my goodness. She's lost forever. Okay. I travel a lot. I want to say nobody needs as much makeup as I do. This is one, what I would consider like a hobby of mine. It is my passion. 2, it is also a part of my job. Not just making content, but I consult for beauty brands on accessibility. So I do buy a lot of products. I do receive a lot of products because I use that as my tools for work. So I have way more than anybody needs, which is also why it's important for me to declutter and organize. But that has allowed me to have a dedicated travel makeup bag that I never have to pack and unpack, which is honestly the most helpful thing in the world with how much I travel. It's a mess. She needs help. I want to go through my lips first. That is what I have the most of in my travel makeup bag because a girl needs every lip possible because you never know what you want to wear with what outfit. These from House Labs by Lady Gaga, I already know are both cool toned because they are new to my collection. So those will definitely be staying. This, I already know by touching it, is my go-to favorite Lady Bold red lipstick. That is a cool undertone. It is flawless. This is my Charlotte Tilbury. It's warm undertone, but it is one that I am going to keep. I'm also for sure going to keep in here. Oh my God, do I have 2 of them? Okay, I don't need 2 of those. See, this is why we do this. This is where I'm starting to not know what things are. So I'm gonna pull these out. I'm gonna move that. Oh no. You would think I would have been more prepared for all of this to roll away. This is why we like non-roll products, especially as disabled people. But I swear this is what universal design is, okay? Every consumer would rather products that don't roll away. These are all the ones that were in my travel bag that I need to figure out the colors of. I think to start with, I'm gonna do the system I was using the other day. Oh, it's coming through here. I'll turn it all the way up and hope you guys can hear it. I have a whole folder called Vision folder, which is where I have like all of the different apps that I use to help me as a blind person. Be my eyes. You know what? It's unable to do my camera output, I think because I'm wearing the glasses.
Vision folder. Behind apps. Zap vision. Seeing be my eyes.
What is going on?
App switch. Be my eyes. Be my eyes. Seeing AI. Seeing AI. Be my eyes.
See, this is why I don't want to only have to rely on technology, because it's glitchy sometimes. And it's even harder to troubleshoot when you can't see what's on the screen. Something's going wrong and I need you to see for me. Calling in the backup. This is why Braille is still important, people. Okay, thanks to my sighted partner, we are back in business, which, by the way, we have done the face reveal on Patreon. It's official, and you can see his beautiful face at any amount. If for some reason seeing my boyfriend is that important to you, you can now do so over on Patreon. Okay, I'm gonna start with doing these three. I have a feeling that this Sigma one is going to be definitely warm toned. It used to be an absolute go-to for me. Basically, I'm rolling all three of them up. Then I am going to hold them in what I believe is in frame, fingers crossed. Then I'm going to take the picture.
3 lipstick tubes being held in the hand. Each with the cap removed to show the lipstick. From left to right, a bright red lipstick, a medium pink lipstick, and a new brown lipstick. The brand name's that on the red and pink tubes. Ask more.
So now I clicked ask more. Which of these 3 lipsticks have a cool undertone?
Be my send message button. Send message. Takes hey. Be my AI's writing a message. Be my AI. The middle lipstick, which is a medium pink shade, appears to have a cool undertone.
Okay. From this, it sounds like the only one that truly has a cool undertone is the middle one. So that is the only one of those 3 that I will definitely be putting back into my travel makeup bag. And then later I can always like triple confirm with a sighted person. But right now I'm just doing like the quick rapid fire. Throw those on the bed. I think these 2 are going to be the exact same shade. Let's figure it out. And we basically do it
Take picture. Take picture.
all over again. Which of those 2 lipsticks have a cool undertone?
Be my AI. The lipstick on the right, which is the bright pink shade, has a cool undertone.
So there were actually different shades, and one for sure had a cool undertone. The other, we are unsure, but I know for sure I won't be giving it away because I adore that formula. So that is one of the warm ones that I will keep, and I've slotted back there. Anything from YSL, I'm obsessed with their lip formulation, which is why you saw in my lipstick caddy that I kept all of those. I'm actually gonna put this lip gloss back here to test later. This is why I'm so glad I got a color analysis, because as somebody who can't see myself, like truly it has been so helpful when it comes to shopping, makeup, nail color. Ooh, I'm dictating, okay. My nail color, funny enough, right now is warm toned. Which of these 2 lipsticks has a cool undertone?
Be my AI. The lipstick on the right, with the golden dark blue or purple case and brown, vivid pink color, appears to have a cool undertone.
So it sounds like the YSL one is more warm. We keeping that? This one is more cool. Great. Now, I want to go in here. Is there more lippies? What's going on? No, that's an eyeshadow. Okay, actually, I do want to know if that's more cool. I think I know that this is warm, but we'll find out. Okay, I know for sure those are cool tone. I can't remember if this is a highlighter or a bronzer. I think it's a bronzer. No, it's definitely a bronzer, but it's broken. We can get rid of her. She's just gonna keep crumbling in my bag. Okay, this is my highlighter. Okay, so now I'll go through all these. Ooh, you know what? Back in here, I have these 2 palettes, which I know for sure are both cool tone. I'm gonna keep this Too Faced one, which is like silvers and grays, in my travel makeup bag, but I'm gonna keep this Huda Beauty one, which is the mauve tones, and I think I'm gonna put it in my everyday makeup. Maybe I'm gonna use my Meta Ray-Bans for this one. See if it can read it to me. Hey Meta, can you read the label to me on the back of this product?
The label on the back of this product appears to read, "Too freak, no one showing."
Too freak, none shown. Sounds about right. Yeah, that's like, again, one of the struggles with AI still is simply sometimes things aren't legible. And as a blind person, it's hard for me to line them up perfectly. So it is what it is. Okay, let's look at, you know what? This for sure is going to be warm toned. It's the Orgasm Blush. So we'll get rid of that. I think that's going to be warm toned.
Take picture. Button.
Which of these 2 products has cool undertones?
Be my AI. The product in the right container. The one with the mirror has cool undertones. It appears to be a shimmery, matte champagne or pale pink color, which tends to complement cool skin tones. The product is more of a gold or copper shade, which typically has warm undertones. If you are looking for a cool undertone.
I knew it. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the Charlotte Tilbury from my go-to bag, and I'm gonna keep the Kaja Bento Box. Back here, I also have a bunch of lip liners. Ooh, I'm dropping things. Okay, now I'm gonna do what I did for lip liners when I did my whole collection. few weeks ago. And I'm gonna get a piece of paper. You gotta be creative when you're blind and doing this stuff on your own. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is basically draw on this piece of paper, like all of these are pencil crayons, and we will find which shades we wanna keep from there. Oh dear God, I hate things that roll. This is my nightmare. So I try to do a pretty decent amount. So that way it's easy for the camera to read. I don't know if this one's right in. I think it is. It feels like it needs to be sharpened. This one is an eyeshadow, but I'm still curious. This is also, by the way, like how I deal with sorting PR packages when they come in, is I literally like scribble or use all of these same tools. I truly can't imagine how much easier life would be if I could just look at stuff visually and do this. But that's not the life I was given, so here we are. And if you're blind and you have better ideas of how to do this, please let me know. I am always open to other people's ideas. This is just what I figured out on the fly the other day. Which of these colors has cool undertones?
Gemini AI, looking at the 5 color swatches on the paper, the 4 brown tones all appear to have warm undertones. They look earthy, reddish, or golden rather than ashy or grayish. The bright pink color on the right has cool undertones. It appears more vibrant and has a bluish or purplish quality, which is typical for cool undertones. So, the pink color has cool undertones, while the brown shades are warm. If you need help matching these to something specific, feel free to ask.
I realized I messed up. Typically when I was doing this the other week with my lip liners, I then kept them in a specific place, and I realized I didn't do that. So now I don't know which one is which. Wonderful. We start again. We're gonna do better this time. Now this one I know for sure I can keep because it goes with my Red Lady Bold. So that's gonna go back in there. But the other colors we will have to redo. And I will try to keep them in order this time. That one is going on the left. This one in the middle. That one up there. Put this one over here. Okay. Here I am just sitting waiting for AI to analyze for me. And this is why it takes me hours of my life to do this.
The request is taking longer than usual. Please try again later.
Oh, maybe this is where we'll switch to Gemini and see how she does. Side note, look how cute this case is. It's from The Dairy, which is an Australian brand, and it has tomatoes on it. And it's pink. And my pixel is pink too. Okay, Gemini. On this paper in front of me, do you see 4 lipstick swatches?
Yes, I see 4 lipstick swatches on the paper. How can I help you with them?
From left to right, could you tell me which ones appear to have a cool undertone to the color?
Okay, looking at the swatches from left to right, the fuchsia color has a cool undertone. The other 2 appear to have warmer tones. Would you like me to elaborate on that?
Yes, I can't see them, so I'm going to need you to tell me 1 in from the left, 2 in from the left, instead of just telling me what color it is.
Got it. The second swatch from the left, the fuchsia color, appears to have a cool undertone.
So the other 3 all appear to be warm undertones?
Yes, that's correct. The first, third, and fourth swatches appear to have warm undertones. Is there anything else you'd like to know about them?
No, but I will swatch another product, and I'd like you to tell me about the color of that.
Okay, I'm ready to see the new swatch.
What do you think about that one? Does that look warm or cool?
That swatch looks like it has a warm undertone to me. Would you like to describe it further?
No, that's okay. But could you tell me if you see a name of the product on this package?
Yes, the product name is Too Faced Moon Crush Out of This World Highlighter. The shade is Shooting Star. Can I help you find anything else?
Do you know if that shade from Too Faced is cool undertones or warm undertones?
Yes, the product name is Too Faced Moon Crush Out of This World Highlighter, and the shade is Shooting Star. It's generally described as an effervescent champagne color with a glossy, wet look shine. Would you like to know more about the undertones?
Does that mean it's cool or warm undertones?
From what I've gathered, Shooting Star is described as an effervescent champagne with a glossy, wet look shine. This often indicates a more warm or neutral tone, but without swatching it myself, it's hard to say for sure.
I've swatched it on my finger here. Can you see it?
Yes, I see the swatch on your finger. It appears to be a light, shimmery color. Based on what I've seen of Shooting Star, it's generally described as having a warm champagne tone. Does that match how it looks on your skin?
I don't know because I'm blind, so I can't see.
Thank you for letting me know.
I'd like to move on to some other products with you.
Okay, I'm ready to see the next product.
Okay, so these 4 lipsticks in my hand, could you tell me which is the lightest and which is the darkest?
Sure. The lightest lipstick appears to be the one in the top left, and the darkest is the one in the bottom right. Would you like to know more about their undertones?
Do they look to have a cool undertone?
From what I can see, the lipstick in the top left appears to have a cool undertone, while the one in the bottom right leans warmer.
These two, which one is lighter and which one is darker?
The lipstick on the left appears lighter than the one on the right.
Which one looks warm and which one looks cool?
The lipstick on the left appears to have a cooler undertone, while the one on the right looks warmer.
What kind of color are they?
The lipstick on the left is a dusty rose or mauve color, which often has a cool undertone. The one on the right is a deeper burgundy, which appears warmer.
Could you tell me, between these two colors, which one is lighter and which one is darker?
The lipstick on the left is lighter than the one on the right. Would you like to know about their undertones?
Yes, and also what kind of color they are.
The lighter lipstick on the left is a berry color, and the darker one on the right is a deep red.
I would like to know, do all 4 of these appear to be the same color?
No, they don't look like the same color to me. The one in the top left looks like a lighter berry tone, while the others look more like deeper reds or browns.
I'm gonna hold them in a row under some lights. How do they look now? Do they all look the same or do they look like different colors?
They still look slightly different to me. The one on the left looks like a dusty rose, while the others appear a bit deeper in color. How do they look to you?
I can't see them. Could you tell me which one looks more warm-toned and which ones look more cool-toned?
The lipstick on the left appears to have a warmer undertone, while the other 3 look more cool-toned.
The other 3 that you're seeing are all the Hyaluronic Happy Kiss by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Pillow Talk. Do you know if that's considered warm-toned or cool-toned?
From what I've read, Pillow Talk is often described as a neutral pink shade, though it can lean a bit warmer or cooler depending on your personal skin tone.
Okay, so now you've seen a little bit of me using all 3 different tools in different ways. They all have different use cases. I love them all for different reasons, and I pick them up at different times, which is why I'm really grateful to have access to all 3 in my life. By 3, I mean Be My Eyes with the Be My AI, the Meta Ray-Bans with the Be My Eyes integration, and the Google Pixel to have conversations back and forth with Gemini. I would say the back and forth conversation with Gemini is probably like my favorite if I want like a lot of deep description. If I want quick description, just taking a photo with my Ray-Bans and asking for it is great. If I want a hands-free Be My Eyes call, I love them. And of course for filming. And then for like quick things where I just want to like take one snapshot and get basic info, I like the Be My AI feature. So yeah, I definitely reach for them at different times. I think we can all acknowledge and admit that yes, this would be quicker and easier if I could see. And yes, there's also an option or a world in which I get my boyfriend or my mom or a friend to sit down and do this with me. But I want my independence. That's the reality. Would it have taken me 5 hours to get this far last Sunday and I still have so much more to go? If I just asked my boyfriend to do it with me, of course, it would have been much quicker. But I want him to have his Sunday to do his things, and I want to feel like I can do mine. It brought me a lot of joy feeling like I was doing this independently, even though, yes, I'm not doing it completely independently because I am reliant on technology. I'm grateful the technology does exist, even if it is buggy or cumbersome sometimes. So now I think I'm going to keep doing this and sorting, and then we will come back and reassess together when I'm moving on to my Braille labeling. Okay, it's been like at least another hour of me doing something very similar. I swatched a lot on my hand and arm. I am not a makeup wipe remover girl. Today I wish I was. I should have bought makeup remover wipes for this situation. I will say, nobody needs as much makeup as I have, but especially not blind people. My recommendation, if you're a blind makeup girly, less is more. Like, just have what you need, like one bold red lip, one nude everyday shade, one that you keep in your purse, you know, like one lip blush that works with everything you wear. But this, as I said earlier, is like my passion. It's my hobby. It's what I collect, and it's part of my job. So I do have so much more. You shouldn't have to Braille label all your products to keep track of them, but it is what I'm going to do now. So since I've been using all my AI tools all day, I'm a little over it, and I just want to speed round this. So I brought my boyfriend in for backup reinforcements. He has the Braille label maker. He's going to tell me what color it is. I'm going to tell him what Braille label to make, and I'm going to stick it on while he makes them. We've got these 2 blushes from Make Beauty. I think one's a berry shade and one is a mauve shade.
Okay, is berry the darker one? Here, maybe I'll just read it. Can I read it?
It probably won't say.
Oh, they're like numbers. Oh, Rouge Moon.
See? This is the problem with funky names. It's not easy for sighted folk either.
Major Mauve.
So that one's mauve and this one's berry.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to have you make an M
Okay.
and a B.
If you've never seen one of these before, it has this little thing that you press this button, and when you do that, the tape comes out, and then this little thing spins around, and you spin it to the letter, and then you punch the letter in, and then, yeah.
Now, a lot of my blushes, thankfully, I do only have like one from each brand. So like in here, I have this one from House Labs. I have this one from Rare Beauty. I have this one from Too Faced. When I only have one from each brand in a category, it's much easier to remember, which is why I like packaging that's easy to identify. All of these are very easy for me to tell apart. I know exactly what these shades are. I know this Too Faced one's a bubblegum pink. I know this Rare Beauty one's a hot pink with shimmer. I know that this is like a dragon fruit fuchsia kind of pink. So I'm not going to Braille label any of them that I already know how to identify independently. I'm just Braille labeling ones that I have duplicates of.
Okay, here is the B, which basically works in any orientation.
Boom. The first one is on. So you can see I put the B on the top of the lid, and then when I put it into my drawer as I've had it organized, they've been like sitting next to each other, so I never know which one I want to reach for. And this way it's going to be easy for me to just put my finger down and immediately feel B and M. And I have like a bunch of drawer organizers in here, which might look like chaos, but it is a very organized chaos. And I know exactly where everything is. It's color coded, but the Braille is going to help with my duplicates. I've been really getting into the mauve tones because from all the research I've been doing for us cool undertone fair skinned girlies, that is kind of like our brown, our neutral. So I've been wanting to experiment with a lot more mauve shades, and I would love any recommendations my fellow fair skinned cool tone girls have, particularly for eyeshadows. Because when I did my initial clean out going through everything a few weeks ago, that was the only category that I was like, okay, I'm definitely like lacking there. I've been in the warm tone shadow game for a bit too long. I feel like we all were. That was definitely like the trend in the 2016s makeup era and onwards. And I feel like when I was younger, I always wore cool tones because I noticed, and this is a blind girl hack, that I typically got most compliments when I wore cool toned makeup. But then warm tone just got so popular and I can't see myself. And that's one of the hard parts about not seeing yourself. You have to take other people's opinions. Okay, what shades do we have here?
So the left one is pink, the middle one is more reddish, and the right one is more purplish, like dark.
Like a berry.
Yeah.
We're gonna do B again.
Okay, B.
We're gonna do P for pink.
Okay.
And I guess like R for red. So I feel like with the like color analysis, I'm no longer just going off of opinions. I'm trying to go off of like actual facts. And the facts is cool tone's better on me, just as the compliments from my youth told me it was. I never need another lip product for as long as I live. I'm good on blush, but definitely eyeshadow. Let me know your ex.
There's the pink.
There we go. P for pink. In she goes. Right? It's like a red shade.
Yeah. There you go. That's R.
See?
Perfect.
Another tip for organizing your makeup as a blind person is if you say have like a lip liner and a lipstick that you know you like to wear together, just tie an elastic band around the two of them so they stay together. Okay, we're gonna keep Braille labeling and I'll be back to show you the end result of my new and improved decluttered and blind girl accessible organized makeup. Okay, my work here is done. As you can tell, my vanity looks a lot more cleared off than it was. My makeup bag for travel is completely reorganized with only cool toned products. All of these tools that I showcase utilizing today, including my Braille label maker, are essential for me having autonomy as a disabled woman and being able to enjoy what I love, even though it's a very visual thing. I'm not gonna let my blindness stop me from enjoying something I would have been passionate about if I could see. And I was passionate about when I could see. That passion didn't go away when I went blind. I just had to change and adapt to my new circumstance. So here, I have officially gotten all of my lipsticks organized with Braille labels on the tops of a lot of them. I created my own code that works for me. So this one is an M for mauve. This one is a P for pink. This one is a BR for brown. P and P are pink. I also have it organized from lightest to darkest on each row. The second row, I don't have any Braille labels because they're basically all reds except these two on the end, which I know are both fuchsia hot pinks. Then I have all of these ones that have the Braille labels on the bottom, which isn't quite as easy as when it's on the top, but it was the only way to make those MAC bullets work. And then these ones in the back are my warm toned lipsticks if I feel like pulling for those on the rare occasion. In here, we've got the Braille labels where necessary, which is so exciting and so helpful. On this side, I also have like all of my cool toned highlights. All of these blushes are cool toned. And then in the very back, I've put a few warm toned products for base in case I want them, and a few warm toned eyeshadows, but most of all of the eyeshadows now are cool toned. And then, very exciting, over here, you probably won't be able to see it, but I've got like all my lip products organized. All of the different lippies have the Braille labels on them, so I know the colors. Oh, it's so good. I can't tell you how excited I am. Having a collection of things I love that aren't accessible to me, aka like not having Braille labels, not being organized in a manner that makes sense to me, means that I couldn't actually enjoy and experience my whole collection. I just found myself in routines of grabbing for the same things because I knew what they were and I knew that they worked. And I just am so excited to get up tomorrow and put a full face of makeup on and know exactly what I'm grabbing. For example, this is the berry blush, and then I have the matching squeezy tube lips. That's the pink one that'll go with the pink blush. This one is the red. Of course, I'm grabbing the berry one last. She's in here somewhere. Oh, here she is, the berry one. So I know in the morning I can grab these two and they match. It's really the small things in life. Okay, now on to the giveaway. I'm gonna have all the giveaway rules for this holiday giveaway in the description box down below. They're very simple and easy. This giveaway will be open for 7 days. The giveaway will contain a signed copy of my book, Unseen, How I Lost My Vision But Found My Voice, along with all of these different beauty products that you see in this B-roll shot. There's lots of fragrance, lots of different makeup items, all things that I love, and a lot of stuff that's in this collection here that you might have seen today. So I hope you enjoy this holiday giveaway and get your entries in before it's too late. And until next time, you can click over here to see this makeup related video where I did a full face of products from accessible beauty brands, or you can click over here to see an old school closet clean out if you're in the declutter and organize space. Okay, see you next time.